now tuned in to Discussions with Dena.
Welcome. I am Dena, and this is Discussions with Dena. I want to welcome all of you and ask that you press the subscribe and like button and share this podcast. And as always, I ask that you smash that subscribe button, like, and share. My topic today is about the need to see black children represented in the media on all manner of media. Now, we need to see black children constantly and equally represented in commercials, marketing ads, and on every aspect of TV programming. And I don't mean the unambiguously presumed black or mixed people. I don't mean just them. We see them a lot. Let's see the deeply melanated, original, kinky haired children that I love and adore. They should be properly represented too, in a positive manner, that is. Today, I will be speaking to a parent of two such children. But before we begin the interview, let me remind you to press the follow button if you're listening on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and or on any of the platforms by which you listen to your podcast. Subscribe, like, share, chat, and or leave your comment on any of the topics being discussed on this podcast. As always, you can donate to the Cash App at this $ Discussions with Dena or on PayPal at Discussions with Dena. Your support is always welcome and greatly appreciated. I have a very special and quite dear to my heart guest on Discussions with Dena today. Why is this guest or guests plural so very special? Well, I will tell you why. Because she is a very good and attentive mother of two beautiful daughters, and she just happens to be my very own niece, a very beautiful, sweet, and quite humble young lady. I lovingly call her Jenny or Jenny from the block, for her name is Jennifer, or she's better known on social media as G-Baby. You may have seen her baby girls, Ziana, who is 5, who we call Zeta, and Kalani, 3, who we call Mocha, on some form of media marketing in your city or in your town. The Dena sisters are who they are known by. That's their name. They have been featured in various ads for toys, curly kids, hair products, or perhaps you've seen them on your way to work on billboards, social media, commercials, or on some form of media ads. And you didn't know who they were? Well, today we will be getting to know a little bit about these two fascinating sisters and their mom. So without further ado, help me welcome none other than my very beautiful niece, Jennifer or G-Baby. welcome, Jenny, to Discussions with Dena.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Very good to hear. Now, Jennifer, as many of us may or may not know, you have two daughters that are in the modeling industry.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us a little bit about what made you decide to have Ziana and Kalani be a part of the modeling industry? I mean, how were they discovered?
Well, Ziana and Kalani both was discovered on social media. They was discovered on Instagram.
Okay.
But what made me get them into the modeling field and posting them on social media was just the fact that Ziana liked being on camera, like from the beginning of time.
Yeah, she's quite a character. So, what year was this?
Ziana first started modeling at 5 months when she first did her extra casting was for a Pampers commercial. And she didn't get the part, but we kept going. So from there, she got her first gig after going viral on Instagram, and once she went viral, they contacted us about coming in to do interviews to get her signed with an agency, and we did that. She got signed, and from there, she did her first big, like, gig when she was 3 years old.
Wow, good for you. And was it a hassle getting to different advertisement, getting them into different advertising or marketing agencies? Was it difficult, or was it just something that fell into place for you?
For me, it was not difficult getting her into it because I already was, well, I was known as my rapper name, G Baby. So I kind of knew a lot of people who was already in that industry who kind of helped me have my foot in the door with the industry. But as far as getting them gigs together, that part got to be the hassle.
And how did that come about with them being together?
A lot of times when they was doing bookings, they'll have like a certain type of kid that they was looking for or a certain look they was going for. So I had to get them signed together to pitch both of them to do ads together. Because sometimes they just looking for one kid and not just both.
Okay. Was there any problems with them being, because it's rare to see black youth in a lot of the advertisement, did that play any part in it?
Not really. Sometimes it's hard because they'll send you crazy stuff like, we're looking for a medium skin to fair skin kid, and I'm like, what's a medium skin tone or fair skin tone to know what to get them in? So I just have to send a picture and let them go from there.
Oh, okay. So the industry lets you know what they're looking for, and then you decide if your child fits that, or you let them decide. Okay. So with them being in the industry, is it hard to keep them focused? Are they taking any training or being specially trained for anything in particular that could assist them with this?
They're both certified as models and certified as workers in the state of Georgia, so they can work and they get paid to do it. So you have to have your kids certified for them to be able to model regardless. And on top of that, they got certified in voiceover because they both wanted to do voiceover acting. And Dena already done her first voiceover commercial, and Kalani has her first voiceover commercial coming up.
Wow, good. Very good. Now, is this something that is expensive? What advice would you give to other parents that are looking to enroll their children or have them be discovered as the Dena sisters were?
First, I'm going to let people know it's not this easy. It's not going to be you just get an Instagram and post your kids on there and it's just going to happen overnight. Like, it's not going to happen that way. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Basically, you need to be on that every single day promoting your own child, like promoting them like they're a product at this point, just for people to notice them and to get them out there like they're a brand, what they're showing themselves as a brand. It's not gonna be like you just go inside of this industry the first time when you walk inside of here and they just gonna be like, oh my God, your kid got it. Like, no, it's not that way. They gonna make you do complete interviews, sitting behind windows. You're gonna be behind a glass window looking at your child with a complete stranger to see how they react with stuff and stuff like that. It's not gonna be just easy peasy like some people think.
So how are the girls reacting to when they're a part of the campaign or they're chosen for the campaign? What is their behavior like when they have to perform?
It depends. Sometimes Lenny, I get a lot of questions about this, but sometimes Lenny is real moody. And
Yes,
But
children are.
2 years old, so she ain't gonna go in there like she just, perfect. Some days she wanna do it, and some days she just cranking. And if she cranky, I don't force her to do nothing that she don't want to do. Deanna is my kid who goes in there. She always ready, no matter what is going on or whatever. She ready.
Okay, so as far as management, is there a manager for them or are you the manager?
I am their manager.
Okay. Is there any special requirements for that?
To be their management, actually, I got certified as management, so I can manage more than just my children now. But what I'm doing is anybody can be a manager, but it's just how you go about it. If you're gonna be able to find the right connections for your child or whatever you're managing at that time, anyway. So.
Okay. So what are your hopes and dreams for them in this industry? What is the goal that you would like for them to achieve?
I really don't have a goal for them that I want them to achieve it. I want them to be happy, no matter if that's modeling or acting or whatever they want to do. If they just want to stop acting or stop modeling, I'm fine with that. I just want them to be happy. So as long as it's making them happy, I'm cool with it.
Okay. Now we want to give everybody that's listening or watching an opportunity to see some of the things that they have been a part of, some of the marketing and the ads that they have been a part of. So at this time, we're just going to put a little bit of it on the screen so everybody can see. Okay, you said you were you were their manager. You are their manager. If people wanted
I
to,
have another manager too. I'm their primary manager, but they have a secondary manager who helps them like find their main gigs and stuff like that.
okay. So how do anybody that's interested in getting more information from you about how to enroll their children or about managing them, how can they contact you?
I'm always on my kids' Instagram, so that's at the underscore Dennis sisters, DENNIS sisters.
Do they get to keep any of the merchandise when they go to these on these productions, like toys or clothes?
Some of them they do, and some of them they don't. Like it depends. Like with certain stores, if you want to model for like H&M or somebody like that, like they did the H&M ad, you don't get to keep that kind of stuff. If they doing like a toy ad, they did Zulu toys, they actually got to keep the toys after the ad. And when they did OMG accessories, they got to keep the OMG bag after the shoot.
Okay. With the coronavirus, has this in any way hindered their work or their engagement? It has?
Yeah. You really ain't going to get too much gigs right now unless you already had previous signed contracts. And my kids' case, I had them some previous signed contracts before the coronavirus happened. So we have to fulfill those contracts regardless.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to get some lots of money.
Oh, money. Money. We all love money, right?
Yeah.
But in what way do you think that you want to get money in? Do you want to be an entrepreneur like your mom? How do you want to get money?
Just being a happy to see.
Listen, right
Okay,
to the
Jennifer.
head.
So when we're talking about the Dennis sisters going on campaign ads and involved in ads with different marketing people, what's been the negative side? What would you say is the negative side of the modeling industry when it comes to your children or people in general?
The biggest negative side is like I was saying earlier. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff with well, that's gonna use siblings. So I try to focus on getting sibling ads. But the worst stuff is like the negative feedback people will say about your kid or you, or what they feel like how you forcing your kid to do something and all that kind of stuff.
How do you get this feedback? Are they contacting you through social media?
Yeah, that's on Instagram a lot of times, but it's my favorite thing. I just block people and keep going.
I would have to agree. Would you say that the pay is medium, below, or above? What?
That's another negative thing, but it's not really bad. So let's say when you in a contract with an agency, let's say you get paid $5,000 to go do a Gap ad. When you get this $5,000, this money gonna be broken up. So your kids will probably make $1,000 apiece. Your agency gotta make their money, and then since I'm their management, I get a percentage of the $5,000. So mainly, most of the money gonna go to the agency that you signed to. So even if you get a gig and you seeing $5,000 on there, you're not gonna get that whole $5,000.
Once again, if I hadn't mentioned it already, they're out of Macon, Georgia. Is there a limit on where you will take them? Are the expenses paid when you have to travel to take them to different assignments?
It depends on how big your gig is. If you have a gig, something like H&M or Gap, something like that, then your agency will provide your traveling fees, everything. But if you have a smaller gig, like just a print ad for a smaller company, in that case, you would have to pay for it yourself. My kids are signed as Southern District models, so they get to model in places like South Carolina, Florida, Atlanta, places like that. So we don't have to go to too far and stuff like that. But of course we can. It's up to us if we choose to do it. But once you choose to do that, it come out of your own pocket.
Oh, great. Okay. As you stated before, Jennifer, you said that the young lady started their career on Instagram, and you were speaking about sponsorship. Can you tell us just a little bit more about that, please?
Basically, to get the sponsorship, we did become influencers on Instagram. And to become an influencer, you have to have 10K or over 10K followers on Instagram. And brands and companies will start asking you basically to home model their products. And you know how sometimes you see those celebrities and they're like, I use green tea and it's just so good and it helped me lose 5 pounds. They really don't use green tea.
They getting paid to say it.
They're just telling you to use it so they can get paid for telling you to use it. So that's what I might use too. They get on their social media account, and they really, sometimes we really do use the products and stuff that they send us. And when we use those products, we post it on our social media account, and they get paid just for telling you guys to use it on social media.
Okay, that's a little inside information right there. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking to G Baby, and she is the mother of the Dena sisters. That is Ziana and Kalani, and they are models. You can watch them on Instagram at the Dena sisters and on Facebook at the Dena sisters. And if you want to holler at G Baby, because she is in media marketing and management, you can reach her on Facebook. And you can give them that information, G Baby.
G Baby, that's GBABII, George, on Facebook. And my girls are the Dena sisters, THE_DENNIS on Instagram.
Okay, so you all go check them out and remember to subscribe and like their pages. I want to thank you again for joining me, Jennifer.
Thank you, Dena. Also, make sure you tell everybody to watch their show on IMDb TV.
Okay, once again, what's it called?
Their show is Many Models of IG on IMDb TV. You can watch it through Amazon Prime.
Okay, I gotta check that out. That's something new that I didn't know. That's why we got you on here. But once again, let me thank you for joining me today, Jennifer. It is always a pleasure to speak to you, my dear. And you know I will be contacting you again because we want to keep them out in front so they can get as many gigs as possible. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Jennifer, don't forget to tell your mother I said what's up and kiss my sweet little baby girls. Now I want to thank you for joining me, and I want you to let me know what you think about this topic. Click to subscribe and leave me your comment. You can share, you can like, and you can follow. And listen to Discussions with Dena podcast on Spotify, Google Play, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I want to thank you for listening, and I will see you next time on Discussions with Dena.